Hi guys, moving swiftly on with my next project, because as you saw in the first Apache video, I told you it was my birthday a couple of days before my wife had bought the Apache. Well, my next model is a model kit that my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law bought me for my birthday. So here she is and what the model's going to be. Now, as you can see, it's the Revell MiL-24D Hind helicopter in a 1/48 scale. Got a few bits and bobs on the side, nothing too major. I think it's slightly bigger than the Apache. Let's get out of the shadow. You can see there the various trees. You've got one there for the main propellers. Various other pieces, got some there for the wings. That was the possibly the wing brackets for the missile pods and the launchers. You've also got your clear parts there, which looks like the canopy, some windows. I think that's the door for the side. That's got to go in the side from the inside. There's your canopy there. Now there's your two halves of the main body. Now, even though this is a 1/48 scale, he's actually bigger than the Apache. Now, as you can see, there's the Apache up there. Just move that round, and I think she's slightly bigger than the Apache. She's actually slightly longer. And to be honest, I mean, if I compared it to my Airwolf like I did with my Apache, you can see it dwarfs the bloody Airwolf. You can see, look, dwarfs the Airwolf. So I'm thinking, even though it does say 1/48, it could be bloody, people might class it as a 1/35. Another piece of the tree, you got like the cockpit seats there, some exhausts. That looks like the main rotor assembly to put your rotors on. There's your pilots, and the good thing about this pilot, the main, just get that closer there. There's two pilots. Now the arms, unlike the Apache, I'm actually all on. The only thing I've got to put on is the head with a helmet, and it looks like you get two options. So I'm probably just going to go one of each on each pilot. There are the instructions. Pretty much the same as the Apache. Start from the cockpit first and work your way back. Not too bad instructions, to be honest. I think this all the same. There's no variance like on the Apache. Now the only thing that bugs me about this kit is those decals. They're not very detailed at all. I mean, yeah, you got the console thing for the main console, but they're not very detailed at all. And Revell, in their infinite wisdom, even though the Hind is famous for being Russian made and mostly Russian used, Revell, in infinite wisdom, have decided to put Polish and German markings on. I don't want to build it to Polish and German, I want to build it to Russian. So to combat that, let me just move over here. I have bought from America, from a company called Linden Hill Decals, well, Linden Hill Imports I should say, a Russian Bush War Hinds 2 set. It says there, Bush War Hind 2, set 2 for the 1/48 Hind. Now I'm loving these decals, absolutely loving these decals. I mean, you got, the one thing I wanted was the Russian markings, the Russian stars. You can also see that off that, remember the first decal set I just saw you a few seconds ago? You got all the same markings on here. And these are a lot better, a lot more details. And as you can see there, you got various, it looks like an Iraqi flag. You've got various different flags for the various different air forces, which I'm really liking, to be honest. I'm actually loving it. This set cost me $16.95, and I think it's about $5 postage, which I was really chuffed with, because when I've tried to buy aftermarket parts from America before, they usually want a massive $20 to $30 in postage. So I'm really chuffed about these decals. Now the one thing I'm going to use is those shark decals. I know the Russian Air Force do use the shark decals on various other helicopters, but not on the Hind, so I'm going to use these on the Hind to give it a bit of its own, you know, give it a bit of its own character, you know, make it a little unique. We're going to use those stars as well. You can see she's a really nice decal sheet. You've also got spare ones for more shark teeth over there as well. Now the one good thing about this Linden Hill set, as you can see, it comes with a little booklet. Tells you about the various conflicts from conflicts around the world, 19 unique MiL-24 Hind variants. Now let me just get to the centre. So there you go, you've got Linden Hill there. You got that Air Force there. It says Russian Army Aviation from Chechnya. And then you got these two variations here. That one's Armenian Air Force, that one's Indian Air Force. And you got another Russian from Bagram Air Base. Possibly another Russian from Ghazni Air Base. It tells you the years of the conflicts as well, 1988, 1985. It gives you a brief description, and it even tells you the colours in Model Master what to use. Going back onto the next sheet, you've got another one there, another one there. That's what says Ivory Coast, and that one's got shark teeth on it. Look, it even tells you the decals and the placements and what colours to use, as I said just a second ago. Another one there as well. And I'm absolutely loving this book. I mean, for the price that I paid, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. You can do it to so many different ways with this set of decals. You know, absolutely fantastic. There's another one there. That's the front page from the beginning. But like I said, if you go, from what I can see, the Linden Hill imports do all decals for they're actually specialise in Russian Air Force decals. So for those of you who think, well, where the hell do I get Russian Air Force decals from? You just pop to Linden Hill Imports. I'll put the link to the actual Hind decal page and Linden Hill's main page, because they don't just do helicopters, they do all sorts of combat vehicles, whether it's helicopters, tanks, jeeps, fighter jets. They do everything. So that's pretty much it, guys, and stay with me.